Whoa, I'm back again. Everything's growing phenomenally. The sun's out. Well, it's not out yet because it's early, and so I'm getting my watering done. It's all kicking off. It's all really kicking off. So it's been a while since I made a video, and just now I was like, oh me, I haven't done a video. So here we go. It's filming right now for you. So what's been happening is that, well, the growth hasn't been too great this season. I think we had a really hot spell a couple of weeks ago where it was like 45 degrees, and it sort of slowed down the growth of all my vegetables. And daily basis I can shift about 10 or 20 euros worth of vegetables, which is a good start. I'm not complaining about I should be doing more or whatever. It's just a good start. So as it is, feeling great, being mindful in the garden, you know, being presently aware in the garden, surrendering myself to the present moment within the garden is what the garden is about. And right now everything's growing. I mean, I can see it's not growing to the optimum high standard it could, but this is my first year of doing stuff professionally, and I'm really quite happy with what's going on. And my life is good, everything's good, everything around me is good. There's just positive energy, positive vibes about. There's just love radiating from my heart for you all, to just for me to share my passion and be at one. We all need to be at one. And the garden just projects me into being mindful, you know. Stop chasing that fapping, the no fap, you know, keeping my mind busy. It's an integral part of what needs to be done in the garden. And so yeah, I've been back on the meditation, the yoga, the fitness, the exercise, and I've been feeling wonderful. It's been making me really want to get stuck into the garden. Problems, whatever, we'll have our problems in our lives, we can only just but accept it. And this is what the garden does for me. It makes me accept the life I have and live my life to the fullest potential that I can, just by accepting my life. And this is what's great, and I'm so thankful and grateful to have this life, to be able to do what I do, to wake up every morning with a smile on my face and get out of bed and just deal with the day that needs to be dealt with in a positive manner, to shine the light within us. So yeah, further ado, I'm going to show you around because it's been a while. So check out this tomato section. There's so many tomatoes here. See, they're growing good. Look at these vines, they're just full of tomatoes now. I mean, realistically I would have expected to have been harvesting a lot more tomatoes than I have. And but you know, nature takes the time needed to manifest what needs to be manifested. All we can do is plant the seed and nurture the plants. Everything else is up to nature. So I mean, I've been doing these for a few years. These are all my tomatoes, and this year honestly is the first year that it's been taking a while for the tomatoes to become mature. Usually it's around the 1st of July that my tomatoes get mature, but here we're like 17th of July, so it's been over 2 weeks, and still haven't had that proper big harvest of tomatoes yet. I mean, it's coming, but is what it is. And I realised this year that we are very late in the season, because my roses usually come to flower the 1st of May. We have a rose around here called the centifolia rose, and its legend is that it always comes out on the 1st of May, whereas this year it came out late May, which is an indicator for me that stuff's slow. Like, it's not slow, it's just delayed. Something in the atmosphere or cycle or solar or universal cosmos is doing what needs to be done. So is what it is. I wanted to show you this tomato plant. I've never seen a tomato plant with this many blossoms. Like, it's like a bush of blossoms. Like, all these little blossoms are going to turn into tomatoes. And this is a line of cherry tomatoes. You can see they're all going well, really well. And here I've got my dahlias, you know, to attract the good insects, like I've always been speaking about. And so here I've got some red tomatoes here. I mean, that's nearly ready. I'm hoping to have see, we can see there's loads of tomatoes. Look at that big tomato. They're all just there, they're all there, but they're not ready to be harvested yet. And I can't rush nature, so I just do what I have to do and let nature take care of itself. Here are my line of flowers. We can see that these flowers here are degrading a bit now. They're losing their green pigment. It's this is again this sort of thing here is a reflection of nature, life cycles, and once we realize the life cycle of a flower, we realize that it's like us. We are longer scale over years of our life, and the plant is over a season. And we can't keep a plant alive because a plant has a strict fundamental rules of a life cycle. And these are annual plants, these ones here, the marigolds. So these ones will only last one season. Whereas behind it here, I can't remember what this one, but this is biannual plant, which means that the first season is going to create leaves, and then go dormant, and then the next year, then it will start producing flowers. And then we have, I'll show you my perennial bush here. This is a plant that will just stay here over consecutive seasons, but will go dormant during the winter months. And here's my, I love this, look at this colour pigment in here. This is known as the Mexican sunflower. And here is just great, like, I love being here, it's nice. And so here I'll show you my other tomato section where it's, tomatoes are coming out. But yeah, you can see them, there's tomatoes everywhere. But again, still not ready to be harvested. And I'm hoping for a good harvest before Saturday, because I have a lot of friends coming over and I would love to be able to make a few salads of my tomatoes and my peppers. We can see here, these are looking good here, nice and red. So I think I'm gonna be alright for serving some vegetables this weekend, which is my main priority. Fifi, say hello. Hey, say hello. She's a good doggy, this little Fifi, isn't she? And and then I'll just show you quickly my peppers. My peppers are growing well. My pepper patch here, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows of peppers. And look at these peppers. Look at those ones, little skinny things. Then some more over there. They're all good. I planted these peppers into the ground 2 weeks ago. Now they've adapted. They're doing really well. So what I wanted to talk about quite quickly about the garden is I touched on it quite, sorry about that. I touched on it quite briefly at the start of my video. But being in touch with nature stops us from getting on that fat vibe, which I've had real problem with for since I've been 14 years old, 15 years old, and just so easy to go and bash one out, watch porn and stuff, and I just can't deal with that anymore. That's why always on the garden, not always, but I put my effort in, and whenever I have that urge or desire to just bash one out to get on the fat vibe, I remember I have a loop in my head like, listen, when you fap, it just depletes all your energy. And then all you're doing is like you become a vegetable. You become like a vegetable that's been harvested and left to rot. And that's what happens. I mean, we should be striving to have meaningful, loving relationships in life, which right now I am blessed with. My family, love my family. I'm my girlfriend right now. Everything's going really well because I've accepted the fact of who I am and what I want to do. I don't want to be chasing those short-term highs anymore. And again, I also had quite a big problem with drugs and stuff, and it's taken a few years to nail them out as well. But as again, like life is just a constantly evolving cycle of growth, and this is what I really benefit from the garden, to plant the seed, nurture the plants, get the plants to harvest, and then either I eat them or I sell them on, and people are happy, I'm happy, and on a cellular level my body is thankful because I'm giving it nutrients without any pesticides or nothing. And it's all my work that I've put in at the end of the day, and there's no better feeling than that. Once you put the work and effort into something that we truly believe in, then life is a doddle, because we wake up in the morning with a smile on our face and happy to get on with the day. And not only that, is that with this mindset, I want to share with my friends, I want to share with you, I want to share with people around me, to show them there is another way of life that isn't all about chasing short-term highs. Because I've had this problem all through my 20s. I was always seeking short-term highs from sex, drugs, all these, alcohol. Alcohol's a big one as well, which, it's still there. I can't be, stop the alcohol, because it'll always be there, because I've had this is on the neuronic cycle of the brain. And we all have our own little niggly problems. And what I've come to realise is that addictions are just a sort of mental projection of scarcity. So the ego clings on to scarcity because of scarcity of time. But in fact, there is no time. There is only this present moment. What happened in the past just becomes memories, and those memories do create the experience of the ego of who we are today. But the future as well, we can look forward to a future, but we can't set in stone what the future will be. We can only just accept the present moment today, and the future will manifest from the actions we make today. Because if we expect something in the future, more than likely these expectations will never be met, and we will be left frustrated and unhappy, and a sense of longing, of wanting something that we expected but it never manifested. So this is the deal in the garden, is that we are in control of the future through the seeds that we sow, and these seeds are like thoughts. So it's all about being in the garden. I can't emphasize more how important it is to get your hands dirty, get some seeds and sow them, plant them in the ground, take the time needed. I mean, not even time's the wrong word, it just takes the time. I'll keep saying time, but time is a social construct again. Plants don't know about time, they just grow with the rhythm of life and the cycle of life and the sun in the sky. That's basically it, and that's how we should be living as well. The whole circadian rhythm, keeping a healthy balance, healthy equilibrium within our lives, to fly through the cosmos, because the law of attraction will take us to where we need ultimately. And this is, again, it's taken years for me to be where I am right now, and I can say with all honesty that I am in a position where I feel so happy within. I have a good inner energy within myself, and I have a tranquil state of mind. And also what helps is fitness. I mean, I've got a good fitness routine going on. I like doing skipping. I should do some videos where I show you how to skip, and every morning I do my meditation and my yoga, and I've got my doggies that I like to take for a walk. And I mean, my passion is being alive and doing things that bring us happiness whilst we're alive. But then the pursuit of happiness as well can bring us depression, because we compare ourselves to other people who we think they might be happy, where in fact it's just a facade. And that's the whole problem with social media these days, is because people get on there, take pictures to demonstrate an image that they think they have of themselves. Anyway, quick more tour of the garden before I leave you. I'll stop the whole philosophical talk for now. And here I've got, I made some bamboos here, because here's where I'm gonna have, I've got some climbing green beans here. And then here I've got my courgettes. My courgettes are doing quite nicely here actually. They grow really vigorously overnight, like look at that. I mean, courgettes, I've got one line of courgette here. But I have to admit, like this year my courgettes haven't been top. I mean, they haven't grown really great. I mean, I've had a few. And anyway, here I've got 2 lines of broccoli. So the sun's coming out now. You can see it shining on my face. Well, not yet. It's not over the trees yet. So, well, it's just, I'm really happy I'm making videos for you all. And I hope some of you take some inspiration from it. It's a real pleasure for me to talk to you. And end of the day, life is for sharing. Sharing is caring. In life, we need to create new experiences, to create new belief systems in order to change our conditioned mind to accept new perceptions of life and get out of our cardboard box of the ego. And that's truly what love is, to be able to accept the reality we live in, or the reality that we make for ourselves. And once we realise our reality is based on an experience of conditionment that's been programmed into us from a young age, and we can accept that, then we see the life in front of our eyes without the veil of perception that's been put through to us. And there we go. That's the way I view nature and reality. And it's a blast. It's really a blast to be here. And so on that note, I wish you a great day, and we'll speak soon. All right, have a good one, everyone. Peace out.